Right, hello everybody. I am back. Well, we are back. Look, I've got two more people following. There's Gemma and there is Pete.
Morning.
Morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. We are going to try and get some... Thinks he's funny. We are going to try and get a hound or two before this weed gets really bad. I know there's been reports this week now that the weed is getting bad. I turned up late on Saturday. That was in my last video up there. I managed to get a hound, but it was really hard work, especially where I was, so I gave up. I know there was a few hounds coming out on the beach, but off the rocks it was difficult. But here, Minnis Bay, low tide, there's a few people down there already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people down there. So we're going to have to go to the left a little bit into the bay. Not ideal, but as you say, you've got to be in it to win it. So let's get down there. Let's get the gear set up, go through what we're doing, get some baits in the water. Right, so I've got down here and just found out on the way from a gentleman that the chaps fishing up that end are part of a match. So there's a match going on here. So we've had to come down to the, it's a bit shallower this way, but it's all right. If the fish are about, they'll be about everywhere if they're in numbers. So let's hope they come in, feeding over the low. And hopefully, I'm not fussed, but I'd like Gemma to catch one and I'd like Pete to catch one. So let's see if we can get some baits out and get some fish. Right, here we are. I'm just getting the rigs on the 2 rods here. What I've got is pretty dropper rigs with a circle hook there, big circle hook. And beauty with these is because they're in fluoro, I can just stretch these out like that and I'll lose all the coil because there's no memory in this, very little memory, so I can just stretch it. And there we are, straight again. Whereas if you do it with mono, most monos have memory and you can't get the coils out and it becomes a nightmare. So I'm going to get these both on these rods and then we get baited up. Right, well, they're chatting in the background and they're moaning at me because you're having us over. Apparently I'm having them over because I am a bit short of peeler, so I'm giving Pete and Gemma a peeler to use as bait, and I am going to use a hardback. But they're not happy about it. So here we go. Right, anyway, so basically I'm going to put a peeler on for Gemma, Pete's taking a peeler, and I'm going to put hardback on, and we're going to see what happens. But I'm actually wanting them to catch ahead of me because I'd like to see one of them, especially Gemma, get a decent smooth hound. So I'm just warming up this peeler crab in my hand because it's a bit frozen, just warming him up so he goes a bit soft, and then I can get him on the hook. This is yours, Gemma, and I'll get this out. So peeler crab, like I've done in previous videos, circle hook's just going through the back there, just nicking it back out, leaving the gate with the hook wide open like so, and then I'm going to band that on tight to the shank of the hook. It's a 5.0 Black Magic KL circle hook. Don't need anything more than that. And just going to bait elastic that on. What I'll do is I don't want these legs catching on the line, causing me tangles, so I'll fold them in now and I'll bait elastic them up as well. They're all folded in. And I'll do the same with the front ones. And there we go. It's not that pretty, but it's effective. There we go. We have got one peeler crab on there, ready to go out. So I'm going to get this one out now, and then I'll bait up mine. Right, this is Gemma's rod. I'm going to get that one out first, and I'm going to bait mine up, get that one out second. One quick pointer is that on this rod, on the weekend, I realised that one of the guides had lost a ceramic, and I haven't had a chance to change that yet. So what I've done is I've switched the spool from braid to mono because there's less chance of mono getting snapped and caught on a slight rough patch on the guide frame. I've checked the guide frame and it seems all right, but I'd rather better to be safe than sorry. So I've switched over to mono instead of braid, and we're going to fish with mono today on this. So let's get it out. Right, so now that's all out, basically what I'm going to do is get a hard back here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to hold a bit of line there, someone's line. We'll take that in the bag. Right, hard back here. Now I don't want to keep him alive because he will get me tangled up, so I'm going to crush his back a little bit, like so. I'm going to hook him on. I'm going to take pincers off like that. I'm going to leave the rest and I'll put him out like that on the hook. So that's what I'm doing here. Putting the circle hook through the back like I would with a peeler. There we are. I'm going to bait elastic him on there. And basically, hopefully, if the hound's coming on the feed, they should take a hard back as freely as they would a peeler. If they're not in their numbers though, then I could be reducing my chance of catching with this, but that doesn't matter. We've got 2 peelers out. It's not all about me, it's about everyone, and I'd like to see a fish come out, so I don't mind. So there we go, peeler on the hook, sorry, hard back on the hook. I'm going to get that out now. Right, there we are, rod's behind me. Pete and Jem are having a little chat. They've probably been out, I don't know, 20 minutes. Not a lot happening at all. Maybe a couple of little knocks. They look like positive knocks on Gemma's, like maybe a doggy, or it could have been the dreaded weed. I've seen a bit of weed coming in with the people that are match fishing, but not a lot of weed. So basically, I'll just quickly show you the setups now. So I'm going with the usual 2 rods. So that's the Sonic Gravity on the right, which is for me. That's on braided line. And then the Vega Potenza is on the left for Gemma, just because it's a lighter rod, smaller reel, it's lighter, easier to use for a beginner. And that's on mono. And the reason it's on mono, like I said earlier, is because of that guide there with a lost ceramic. So when you lose a ceramic, you lose the smooth surface that protects your line from snagging on the sharp metal of the guide frame. Now, the problem with this is I could have changed it, but it's a low rider guide, or it's a low rider style, and I haven't got any low riders spare. So if I was to change that guide for another guide that sits off the rod the same level, I'd be looking at like an 8mm guide, and it just wouldn't work, because that's probably a 16mm on there, and I would have this really small thin guide in the middle of larger guides, and it would cause me more of a headache than this one without the ceramic. So with a mono on there, it hopefully shouldn't cause too much issue. They're both out on pulley dropper rigs, mine with hardback and Gemma's with peeler. And then we've got Pete over here. Pete is on his rod, which is his Sunset, and he's on a pulley rig, and he's on J hooks. So whereas I am on circle hooks and Gemma's on circle hooks, and that is a lovely view. Look at that, that's stunning. Pete's on J hooks, so when Pete gets a bite, he will reel down and strike if he gets a bite. Whereas me and Gemma, if we get a bite, we're gonna let it run and then just tighten down and the circle hook pull into the corner of the mouth. Now there's someone out there. Let's have a look. He could have a fish, or he could be into weed. Now, it looks like the chap on shore might be into a fish. Let's keep an eye out. What's going on here? Right, the chap just going into the water looks like he's got a fish. And it looks like a decent fish. Or has he got weed? Oh, he has got a fish on there. Yeah, there's a fish coming out over there. I don't know what it is. It's maybe a smoothie? Or is it a dogfish? It does look like dogfish size. I don't know. Right, so it's been a bit quiet. Gemma's got her hands in her pockets because she's cold. So I am going to bring this rod in. Great. I've just changed it over as well. To check to see if there's weed or anything. Oh, it doesn't, it feels heavy. I don't like the sound of that. Feels heavy. It feels a bit weedy. This is so cack-handed. I'm struggling to reel this in the opposite way round. Oh, it's on the surface. Here it comes, come on. Let's go and get it. Save me the grief. Well, it looks like the joys of fishing Reculver and Minnis for hounds without weed it's finally ended, because that's what I've got on mine. And that is on the line. So let's get this off. Big old clump. We've got a lot of weed here, so we need to be baiting up a bit quicker. See if I can get this to slide down a bit. Come on. Oh my god. Alright, let's get this out. Well, look at all this. Might not be that long a session, because I am not putting up with this. There we are. There's my reclean. Oh, and I'm on. And oh, look at that! You got a fish? Oh, she's going to be upset now. Right, so Gemma is going to be upset with this. What have I got here? I've got some more line on this. So what have I got? Someone else's rig on here. So I've got 2 snapped hooks, a load of bait elastic, and a crab claw. So let's bring this in as well with the fish that we've got. Got a nice bit of line on this. Got a nice bit of nice lead. So So at least got one. Cleans up the sea a bit. And we've got a doggy. There we go. Little doggy. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, there's a doggy there. I'm going to leave him there quickly, and I'm going to tidy up this line that I've got, that I've found. So I'm going to take the lead off it, because I want that. Keep that. We'll unhook him in a minute. Now I've got all this line off someone, so we'll put that in a bag for rubbish. But I do want the link clip and that off there, so we'll have that. So here we have it, a dogfish. I didn't even know it was hooked, but look at that beauty of circle hooks. One circle hook straight into the lip. It's very easy. You have no faff with gut hooking these. There he is, unhooked. Just comes out very easily. So what we're going to do is going to let this one go. Let him go. We're going to let him go. So let's let him go now. Right, I'm going to get mine in as well. It's obviously covered in weed, I think. Oh, is it? Yeah, there's weed there. I can see it on the line. Oh, it's so much easier though in the right hand. Right, so there we see on Gemma's rod I have got peeler crab. We're going to get this out. It's starting to flood already. It's flooding quite quick, so we're going to get this out. If this is weedy, we're going to call it a day. I mean, it's just not that nice fishing with the weed. I know it was in a reculver. I thought it wouldn't be showing here yet, but it is. We've had a dogfish. I sort of knew we had a bite, but didn't really know it was on. Too much weed. So we'll give this bait 10 minutes. Bait mine up, give that 10 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. Now it's flooding with a bit of water movement. Maybe the hounds are on the feed. They get to the crab before the weed cakes our line. Let's hope. Alright, nice. A bit of depth there. Alright, so we loosen the drag, now tighten the line. There we go. Get this hard back on. Right, we're going gently through the back leg sockets there with this hard back. Going to take him round the back of the hook. A few wraps of bait elastic just to keep him tidy. That's what I want. Right, there we go. That's on. I'm happy with that. Let's get that out. Right, so I'm going to run this bait out. Last cast for me, hard back. Pete could have a bite, so I'm going to get this one out quickly. hard work. Right, we're dropping off now. Nicely. Let's get this out. Come unclipped, not that worried. That's okay. Let's get back, see if Pete's got a fish. Oh, he's dropped it. Yeah. I think so. Dropped it. Ah! I've just had a bite, a decent bite on that, and he's dropped it. Dropped the peeler. Sorry, the hardback. It was bouncing. Definitely a smooth hound. I'm going to have to bring that in because that's going to be smashed, I think. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, have I got him? Has he come in? Yep, I've got him. Got him. Got it, Gemma? Mm-hmm. Right, we have got him. Oh, this reel is cranking a bit because it's been in the water. I don't think it's big. It doesn't feel like it's kicking at all now. Yeah, he's still there. He's still there. Come on. Oh, this wheel needs a clean. Oh, now it's gone a bit quiet. We find the hook. It feels quiet now. It does feel quiet now. And this wheel's grinding, I don't like it. Come on. Yeah, I can feel it now. Come on, baby. There's something on here. I think he's come off.
You alright, Pete? What's yours on?
It's come off, I think. Oh no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. He's coming. There he is, mate. See him? Oh, he looks like a decent one, mate. I should better bring it in. Oh, that weed is so annoying. You don't feel the fish. Yeah, we got one. Should come in, Pete.
Do you want me to tow it?
Grab his tail if you want, mate.
Yeah, just hold on.
Go on then, grab his tail. Well done, mate. Oh, hey. Finally got one. Well, there could be fish coming in here, I don't know. It's a bit of weed, but there are fish about now. Anything, Pete? Is there a fish? Right, so Pete got a load of weed, but has he got a fish on it? There's weed on your line. You got something on there? It's worth putting another bait out, Pete. They're coming, they're here. Might as well put one more. Right, let's get another hardback on. Let's get Gemma a fish. That's what I'm going to do. Right, what I'm going to do is just kill this crab between the eyes, straight through, like that. Voila. Right. Hook. And I'm going to just point this out again. Look, this circle hook is on a perfection loop. It's not tied directly to the eye. So this is what gives it the best opportunity to get a hook up on the fish. So I'm just carefully trying to get this out the other side, because I don't want to pull the back end off. There we go. Come on. There we go. Round. Get bait elastic on this. Right, so here we go. Last cast. It's my second last cast. But what we're going to do, we're going to put this out. Hope that we can get on this last cast another hound, and Gemma's going to bring it in. Even with my seizing reel, I'm hoping it lasts for one more and I can get it home later and give it a grease up. So let's get this out. Right, here we go. Nice. Oh, it's come up my way. Right, here we go. Let's get this out. Lovely. That's out in Houndland. Right, hound's got 2 minutes on my rod.
You're leaving that out in the water?
Yeah, it'll be alright there. I can get it. And I'll bring it back to you if it goes. But that's what it's got, 2 minutes, that's all it's got left. Now, yeah.
Look at that.
Now, met this chap Tony. He was picking some crabs. He went and got his rods, and it looks like he might have a bite. You got a bite? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I think it was a big one. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, it's hanging on your big one. Nah. Nah. Yeah, you got it?
I think so. No. No.
Oh, unlucky, man. No? You think you got it? He might have it.
Unless it's running in.
Pete, if my rod's going, you don't strike it because it's on circle hook, so let it run and then just tighten on it. Give us a shout. Well, I think, mate, you may have weed. That's all right. I can edit it. Don't worry. I'm going to see what mine's doing. There's something on there. No, there ain't.
Edit.
Might put that in. Right, let's get to mine. Right, so I think I've got a hound on here, and I'm going to get Gemma to bring it in. So, is it all right? Well, you're doing well. Just keep pressure on it. Don't let it go slack. You can feel it? It's really heavy. It's a long way out. I will go in a minute. I'll see if I can tail it. Yeah, that's because it's been in the water and it's starting to grind because the grease has run out. So I need to give that reel a bit of maintenance. But I'm hoping that's it. So reel and let the rod go down as you reel, but that's it. Keep it tight, and then you can pull it up without reeling. So pull it up now, like that, a bit more, right to the top, and then you reel down. That's it, down, 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 and then pull up. That's it, then reel down. Right, so, you alright? No, it should be alright, go on. Just keep pressure on. Doesn't matter if it's slipping a bit, mate. We're gaining on it. Can you feel it kicking?
Yes, it's really hard.
It is really hard. Hopefully you've got a smooth hand on here. I don't know how far out you are. No, you're a long way still. Come on. Come on. Right, lift up. Pull that up. Just pull it up. That's it, and then go down with it. Don't let it go slack like that. That's it. Come on. You feel it? You can feel it? What I'll do is I'll go out and see if I can just keep it going. Right, Pete, do you want to carry on? Just film this coming in, mate. It's recording, just film it. I'll go out.
Well done, Gemma. Yeah, that was a good. That was a big.
I'm not going to cope to bring it all the way in.
You'll be alright. Oh God, come on, Gemma. You're going. I wonder if mine might just not gone round it.
You're doing well, Gemma.
It's killing my arm.
You've been at 3 minutes already.
Oh, but I bet it's just weed.
Pull that up, Gemma. Keep coming.
Yeah,
Keep reeling, Gemma.
keep reeling.
Really?
Yeah, keep reeling.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the weed. Look at this, Gemma's got a hound.
Well done, Gemma.
Hey? Oh, she's going to be happy with this. Well done, Gemma.
It's a nice fish.
A nice fish for Gemma. It's a good size. Yeah, so we're going to get her. It is bigger than mine, I think. Well done, Gemma. You happy with that? It does hurt. Right, and then let's just have a look. I don't want to. Again, circle hook. As you can see, bottom of the lip. Always. I have not gut hooked one yet. So let's get that unhooked. So get your hand underneath there like that then. Behind the fin, and hold it tight there. He's alright, here, relax in a minute. Right.
Hold it.
You got it?
You don't know if it moves.
Right, yes you have. Right, hold it up a bit higher. Out a bit. No, up a bit. Smile. Yeah. Right, so there's second smooth hound. This one was Gemma's. She got it in, so we're just going to get him back now. And there he goes. He's a lively one. And off he goes. There he swims. Lovely. Right, so that is it. We have packed up, and I think it's been a good session overall. 2 hounds and a dogfish. Unfortunately, Pete didn't get a hound. I'd like to have seen Pete get one, but unfortunately he didn't. But the 2 hounds that did come out both fell to hardback. I got the first one in, and I think Gemma's was slightly bigger, wasn't it, Gemma? Yeah. It was slightly bigger. Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. I'm pleased for you. So yeah, 2 hounds, dogfish, bit of weed. I think in a couple of weeks this will be starting to get unfishable. But at least I've got a few whilst we were able to fish it. So next time it'll probably be on a different venue, different mark, going for different fish. So until next time,
Over there, look. See
tight
over there?
lines.
Yeah, all the way over there.